searching.
Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. Please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos. Quick admin note, in case you missed it, I did post my 44-day juicing experience video with some before and after photos of my weight loss. I also started my private Facebook group for $5.99 a month to support anyone interested in doing a detox cleanse through juicing. You'll have exclusive access to me and protocols to get you started. Plus, you'll be able to connect with like-minded individuals who are sharing this journey with you, and you can support one another. I also posted the first video introducing you to one of the businesses in my network of trusted businesses and individuals. And if you have a business or offer services in your community and you're interested in sharing, please shoot me an email to set up an interview to promote you at AskRebeccaToday@gmail.com. And also, if you are someone who is in need of some assistance in whatever way, if you need help, getting groceries or something's going on in your life that you really need some outside assistance, but you have no one that's there to support you, email me as well, and I will make sure that I connect you with people who may be able to support your needs. I'm really wanting to build this network of trusted businesses and individuals because I know how difficult it is when we're alone, if we have no family around, if we are unable to get some help and assistance from friends. There's a number of reasons why sometimes we need some outside support. And as far as businesses go, I mean, for me, there's a lot of businesses out there that are just trying to get rich off of you, or they don't really care about you. So I want to connect you with people that I trust and that I know are people that have integrity, that genuinely care about others, and people that I want to support that are connected to me. Whether you're my friend or you're a client and you've embarked on your own business, like, I want to share that with you, because where we're moving to is community and unity, and not this, selfish way of living that many of us have. So again, if you're a business or you're an individual, you don't even have to be a business. If you're just someone who's willing to volunteer some of your time to help others in need, or you're doing things that are out there promoting the community, helping the community, let me know. I will share your information and we'll do an interview and do a video as well. All right, let me move on to the purpose of this video, which is to get into the intuitive messages for the week. And here's what you can expect from January 25th through to January 31st as an overall theme, and then areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. This past week, we did have some intense energies at play that still haven't fully manifested yet. We'll continue to see some things playing out in the world stage, in the politics area of the world stage, but we are going to be seeing a lot of things playing out on the world stage. But for the most part, in politics, we will be seeing some stuff transpiring over the next several weeks and ultimately years. The system is crumbling, and I've talked about this for a long time. We're only in the beginning stages of a major paradigm shift in the world of duality. So do not get lulled into a state of complacency because it seems like everything is moving into a space of status quo, business as usual. And you do not want to continue to put your energy into a system that's dying, right? You don't want to put your energy into either side because that's promoting duality. We have to rise above the level of consciousness that we created all of the problems that we're experiencing in our lives, in our world, in our government, in our politics, in everything. Like, we are moving so far beyond this, and you're really going to have to get comfortable with change. And unfortunately, the last 4 years was only the beginning of the chaos and set the stage for what's to come. But what you need to remember is that this is all happening by design, okay? It's being orchestrated to distract, to separate, and to keep us from uniting within ourselves, within our body, mind, spirit, and keep us from our spiritual destiny of evolution. So pay attention, have no fear, and create the life that you want to live by journeying inward and unplugging from the matrix. You can be in this world without being of this world. And I think you know what I mean by that, right? The most important factor in all of this, besides working on yourself, is how you handle change in your personal life and if you can maintain a positive outlook. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself and you won't fail. You will not fail. This week, you're going to see an increase in your self-confidence, in your self-esteem. Some of you are really on the verge of getting your mojo back, right? Like you are reconnecting and getting back to who you are at a core level. And maybe for the first time ever, I feel like, most people haven't gotten to the core, the true self, the soul self that isn't conditioned by this world or conditioned by parents, conditioned by other people, or influenced by propaganda and all these things, right? So it's all about getting to your essence, getting to the core, getting to the truth of who you are, and not the person you thought you were, or even the labels that you've taken on, whether that's mother, wife, girlfriend, daughter, husband, son, employee, doctor, lawyer, house cleaner, you name it, right? Like that's not who you are. That's part of something that you're doing, but it's not who you are. Now, some of you may also receive some validation or kudos for a job well done, or some other sort of self-esteem boosting bump is going to happen. So, maybe somebody gives you an amazing compliment, or your boss is like, oh my gosh, you've done such an awesome job with this project. We're going to give you the week off and paid, and you go and just take some time off and decompress, right? So something is going to transpire that's giving you a little boost. It's giving you a little pep in your step. There's lots of positive potentials this upcoming week with completion cycles. You may see some things in your life come to an end. You may see some things manifesting in the form of rewards, accomplishments, money, recognition, promotions, or other fruits of your labor. Basically, whatever you've been working on and trying to improve in your life, whether it's connected to career, love, home, whatever, it doesn't matter. Something beautiful is manifesting for you. You may also make some powerful new connections in different areas of your life through whether it's your career, your love, friendship. It just kind of feels like you're connecting with your tribe, you're connecting with your people, you're connecting maybe with the love of your life, or the person that's going to be like the best friend of your life. So there's just some intense connections I feel happening as well. There's also lots of strong energy around love, romance, children, accomplishments, money, breakthroughs, life-changing news, financial wins and financial losses, setting boundaries, groups, reconnecting with people from your past, and powerful spiritual experiences. Now, for the downside of this energy, or a better choice of words actually, is the potential challenges to work through in order to get you to those positive potentials that I just discussed, and to purge things from your personal matrix that are actually holding you back in life. That's why we go through challenges. Like, we have to go through these experiences because they're major catalysts. So anything that's unresolved from the past could come up in a really big way this week. We could see some drama, we could see some high emotions, definitely a lot of volatile energies at play. You and others can become triggered easily and have emotional outbursts. Again, there is a caution from getting into any heated debates with others or pushing those buttons will set someone off, because this energy has a way of bringing major conversations up to the surface. And typically these have a charged negative energy to them. So the type of conversations that are coming up more than likely could be a difference in opinion in regards to political parties. So, you know, you might have the people that are now in power, you know, making fun of the people that were in power, or whatever. Like on a personal level, it could just be tied to different interests, or, you know, compatibility issues that could be coming up, or just different perspectives. Maybe you know, you're growing apart because of your spiritual views, or maybe one of you is growing in a different way from the other. So either way, there could be just triggering conversations that are coming up. Keep your cool. There's also an energy of recklessness, carelessness, denial, and foolishness, and dare I say, a bit of insanity. So again, be careful who you're interacting with and what you're saying and what you're doing. Be very conscious and aware of your own motivations and what you're saying and why you're saying it. Like, are you trying to piss people off? Are you trying to upset someone? Are you trying to prove that you're right about something, so you have to prove the other person wrong about something? You know, that energy is based in fear, and that gets you nothing but more of what you're putting out. So it's not the way to resolve issues. Talk about what you feel. Take responsibility for what you feel. Take responsibility for your choices and your actions, right? Because all the power lies within you. Now, we also have, we're also moving into Mercury retrograde, which will be in full swing effect beginning on January 30th. So you could see interruptions or delays in plans. This energy also has the connection to the past, right? So this could be where you're maybe redoing a project or putting energy into an old project that maybe you haven't put any energy into for a little while, but now you're feeling it become more energized and you're ready to do some work on these things. You could also just see results from work that you did in the past. So maybe you completed a project recently and your employer is like, we want to give you a raise, or we want to give you a promotion. Or so again, there's a connection to the past. It's going to be one of those weeks that you'll need to have strength in mind over matter, focusing your energy on what it is you want, because the energies will be pulling you, they're going to pull you on into the direction to focus on what you don't want. So it'll be very easily, it'll be very easy for you to get sucked into the negative spectrum. It'll be easy to get sucked into, oh, well, I don't want this and I don't want that. And I don't want, you know, whatever you don't want is what you're going to basically put your energy into. And then that's exactly what's going to come into your life, is what you don't want. So again, it's going to take you being aware and conscious and paying attention to what you're thinking and feeling, saying and doing, right? Those are all going to be important, because if you're not, if you're just on automatic, on autopilot, you're going to get sucked into these energy bands of just negativity. And all of this is just another opportunity for you to harness your thoughts and to use them for you and everyone else's highest good. And you'll be conquering some fears this week. You're learning to control impulses and mastering patience with yourself and what you're doing and with others. It's a week where you can easily get pulled into fear. So besides getting pulled into the energy of what you don't want, you could get pulled into fear, just worrying about stuff, or worried about making a mistake, or fear that you're going to choose the wrong thing or make the wrong decision, whatever. You could get sucked into fear because of whatever's happening in the news or in the world. So again, that energy is very palpable right now. So you could get sucked into that, but you could also get sucked into overthinking, even when things are going all right. Like, for the most part, things are going to be going all right, but because of that energy, it could suck you into it. It is a great week to find balance by spending some time alone in meditation or contemplation. And this energy can also bring powerful, opinionated, and forceful people into your life, or it can cause you to exhibit these behaviors, right? So maybe your control freak tendencies are coming out, or your opinions are coming out about everything, and you're trying to force them onto people. And this will manifest itself through rigid behavior, stubbornness, being set in old ways, fear of change, bullying, and aggression. And this energy is at play to help you set boundaries with yourself and others. It's going to help you get comfortable with the unknown and with change. Plus, you're learning to accept people. You're learning to accept people, yourself, and things as they are. And you're learning that the only thing that you can control, and the only thing that you do have control over, is you. You can't control anything else except for yourself. Right? You control your choices, you control how you feel, you control what you choose, you control what you do, what you think. You have control over all those things. And if you think that you don't, you're in denial about it, because it just means you're more in the fear-based energy where you're stuck in your head and you feel like you can't control your thoughts, and you feel like you can't stop yourself from thinking negatively, or, whatever it is, but you can. There's tons of people out there that are living proof of that, and I'm one of them. So work. You or others may be holding back on saying things that need to be said, which would actually help a situation in your working environment. There's also a caution and warning about making sure to listen carefully and keep your ear to the ground, right? Keep your ear to the pavement about things being circulated through the rumor mill, because I feel like through the rumor mill, you might hear about a new job listing or promotion, or maybe hearing that you guys are going to get bonuses or a pay raise or layoffs. Like, there's something that you are not going to hear firsthand. It's going to come through just making sure you're networking with people. And some of you will see opportunities to move upward in your current situations, or even the potential for a raise. However, for some of you, you are unemployed, right? Who are unemployed or have a job already. This could come about due to a connection with someone who comes into your life. So this could be someone new that comes into your life. It could be someone that is already a part of your life, or it could be someone from your past that comes back into your life. And this person is going to be beneficial to you when it comes to career. This person also feels like they are the strong, stereotypical man's man kind of energy. There's a strong masculine energy tied to this. And this person feels like they could be in a position to hire you or connect you with the person who does the hiring. But, and because I say man's man or masculine energy, that's not gender. It's really just about their actions, the way that they're doing things. Meanwhile, I do feel a few of you will decide to strike out on your own with either freelance gig work or your own business, or you're putting back energy into what you started in the past, and that could be tied to a business idea that you've had. In the area of love, you could see some strong, forceful, and opinionated energies coming from you or at you within your relationship. Acceptance will be the theme here as well in many of your relationships this week. Don't put up with being mistreated or with dishonesty. Learn how to set boundaries, because you and others may be overstepping them big time this week. So it's all going to kind of like, everything's going to be revealed to you, right? So the energies exist if you're having problems within your relationship to flare up, so that you can really recognize them and shift them into all these positive potentials that are there. So boundaries is just a huge thing that everybody has to learn this year, big time, just huge. And not just setting boundaries with others, but setting boundaries with yourself. But some of you have to actually learn how to let your walls down a little bit, because some of you have boundaries set so stringently and so rigidly that you are just not even happy in your own life. Like, you're lonely, you've basically pushed people away, and that's not healthy either, right? So it's a balance. So some of you have to work on letting some of your walls down, while some of you need to put some walls up. And I don't mean walls up in a negative way, but just walls up in the sense of setting boundaries where you're confident in yourself, where you can still show up in people's lives in a very positive way, but you're not being taken advantage of, right? You're not, like, especially when it comes to love relationships, a lot of times, especially singles, or if you're just dating and you're not in a fully committed relationship, what's happening is you're giving up boyfriend, girlfriend perks when this person hasn't shown you any sort of commitment or is giving you any sort of perks, right? So meanwhile, you're giving it all away for free, and you're not getting anything in return. So this is important stuff that you guys are going to be looking at this week. And this is stuff that I had to learn myself. Like everything I share with you guys, I went through it myself years and years ago. Like I had to go through this all by myself, and it sucked. So again, you're going to be learning where you're overstepping, where others are overstepping. And then for others, love should be going really well, especially those in strong, mutually supportive relationships. You'll be feeling extra confident in your relationships. Singles, you're also going to experience a boost in confidence this week, even if it starts out with a blow to the ego. So make sure you're putting yourself out there, because you just might be pleasantly surprised. I'm feeling way more love connections happening this year in a big way. And that's going to kind of percolate over the next several months. And really, I just feel like most of the jumping off point is going to be in March, is where, because we're about to hit Mercury retrograde, so that kind of slows things down. That's going to be going on until February 20th. So then you have like the shadow period. So I would say the first week of March is really where you're going to start feeling things jumping off. And thank God, because I'm getting married March 6th. So thankfully, when we set the date, I had no idea. I kind of just intuitively went off of things. So thankfully it's in alignment. Okay. Anyway, finances. So money will be moving into a positive cycle for some of you. Some of you may purchase a home or start the process of looking into home purchase, or you're purchasing something for your home, or it's tied to the home in some way. Okay. Others may be looking into buying some other kind of big ticket item, or investing in something that is a bigger investment. So maybe you're going to buy a new car or a boat, or, an RV, or a second property. Like it could be anything. It's just something that I would put in the category in thousands of dollars, right? The caution here with this energy is not to borrow more than you can comfortably repay. And this is also another week where mistakes can be found, especially if you haven't been keeping track of your finances. And these mistakes are in your favor. So it would be worth it for you to go through your checkbook, or go through your bank account, or, if you've got cash stashed under the mattress in different places, it might be worth it to, take inventory on what you have. In the health area, some of you may come up against a doctor who isn't really hearing what you're saying, or is doubting your interpretation of events and or symptoms that you're experiencing. So keep notes on any symptoms. I feel like this is especially true for people that might be getting the vaccinations right now, especially if you're somebody that has allergic reactions. But I also feel like it's I don't know. I just feel like some of you are talking to your doctor, and your doctor is just not paying attention to what you're saying, or just, I don't know. If you're experiencing that, then I definitely feel like, one, if your doctor isn't listening to you, and two, if your doctor isn't, on the same page as you. Like for me, my doctor is on the same page. I'm very holistic. I don't take I don't take prescription medications. I don't do vaccines. I don't do any of that stuff. I do all my healing through diet and mind, body, spirit type stuff. So thankfully I found a doctor that's very much in alignment with what I want and what I feel is best for my body. And that's what you need to do, because the only person that can advocate for you is you. And, most doctors have tons and tons of patients. And so, find somebody that's a good fit for you. Others will be feeling very strong, very healthy, very revitalized. Some of you will be embarking on correcting bad habits related to diet and lifestyle. You're just on a mission to live a healthier existence. So you're going to start making some improvements in your life, whether it's body, mind, spirit. Wherever you start, the start is the most important thing. And don't overwhelm yourself. Spirituality, it's a very spiritual time as always. To truly be strong, you must work on and balance body, mind, spirit. You'll be developing habits and spending time on all three this week. You may experience some low points this week. However, you're stronger than you know, and have faith that all is happening for your highest growth. Like, this is all happening because something beautiful and miraculous will come out of it. And I know that to be true because that's what I've experienced in my own life through many tragedies and many experiences that I've had. And I just finished an interview with my first business for the network of trusted businesses, and wait till you hear her story. Like, it's just, again, things are so divinely orchestrated, and these challenges are set up for our highest potential. So again, it's just trust in yourself, trust in the divine, and focus on solutions. Don't focus on the problems. And, obviously you have to become aware of the problem, but once you become aware of it, then you need to focus on the solution and overcoming it. The caution here with this energy is that a spiritual leader could try and twist things to their benefit by trying to manipulate you. Again, this has the energy of strong, forceful, masculine energy, not tied to gender. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition. If something doesn't resonate with you, then it doesn't, and that's okay. And it doesn't matter who says it, okay? And it doesn't matter who says it, and it doesn't matter why they say it, and that's including me. Not everything I share with you might resonate with you. That's okay. It's okay. I'm sharing my perspective, my experiences, and the things that resonate with me in my life, in hopes that it sparks some sort of something inside of you. And that doesn't mean it has to be the exact same thing, right? Like, it's just going to spark your journey, your path, and what you're here to accomplish and learn and grow within yourself. My thing is always just make sure you're dealing with people that are honest and have integrity, that genuinely care. You can tell the difference. Trust your intuition. So that really wraps up the intuitive messages for this week. I'm sending you all lots of positive vibes. Thanks for tuning in. And if you enjoyed these messages, please like, subscribe, and share. All links and information are going to be in the description box below. And I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a fantastic one. Bye.